begin tonight with the global economy. And yes, no matter where you live, this will affect you. By the way, look, I recognize that to many of us, when we hear economy, we change the channel. Economic stories because, well, they tend to be boring, right, and confusing. Remember, this is the News with Rick Sanchez, where we specialize in clarity and depth and passion for the stories that we tell. So let's get on to it, eh? Let's begin with Europe. So here, let me try and help you understand this. About 5 or 6 years ago, they lowered interest rates over there to about 0. They said at the time that it was just going to be to give Europe a shot in the arm, just temporary. Guess what? It wasn't, and it didn't work. 5 to 6 years later, European Central Bank still hasn't achieved its goals, and it's actually now thinking, get this, it's actually now thinking about pushing down interest rates even further, below 0. Below 0. If that sounds crazy, it's because it is crazy. It's called negative interest rates. And you know what 0 or negative interest rates do to an economy, any economy? Banks get weaker, dying companies stay on life support longer, saving becomes, well, not worth doing. Who's going to save if you're only going to get a half a point on your savings? And corporate debt goes through the roof. Everybody's borrowing. Money's almost free, right? So why?
Look, man, this is a precursor to this economy crashing, which is going to cause the RFID microchip to be implemented, man. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Much respect and salutations to the brothers out there laboring in this truth, right?
Why am I telling you this? Because here in the United States, our government is now taking the same path, it seems, as Europe has taken. The Fed is talking about lowering interest rates. Now, why in the world would you lower interest rates during a vibrant economy? Unless it's simply not true that the economy is vibrant. See, we're told here almost on a daily basis that our economy has never been better, right? Is that true? Time for some facts. Are you ready? Yes, the stock market is rallying. But that's because investors are giddy. You would be too if you were told the Federal Reserve is going to be cutting interest rates again. Of course they're going to invest. And yes, most Americans today watching, CNN, Fox, and normal cable news channels are buying into the, quote, "We have the greatest economy in the world." That's the line, right?
Precept just came to mind, right? Okay. Huh. Pride, boy, that pride, right? This is Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, who saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground, right? Okay. Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, hence will I bring ye down, saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, right?
But you know who's not buying that line? The actual people who run American businesses. See, this is important. Let me share with you some of the numbers that have just come out. This is a This is a Duke University survey of CFOs, Chief Financial Officers. These are the guys who run the numbers, right? These are the Chief Financial Officers all over the United States. It found that 69% of them, almost 70% of them, expect a recession by the end of this year. 69% of CFOs in the...
Look, man, when a recession comes, the RFID microchip will be implemented, man. When this whole economy crash, the RFID chip will be implemented, man. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune on laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them, right? They said, who shall see them, okay? That's what these international bankers are doing. They're laying snares privately. But you got people telling them, man, this economy is going to crash. They're saying there's a recession is on the way. 60 to 70% saying there's going to be a recession on the way, right? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Their mind is deep, man. They've been plotting on this for years, man. I've been reading the book, Behold a Pale Horse. And this guy's been exposing them. He's dead now, but he has exposed them from the 80s, laying out their plans, right? But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away, right? All that see them gonna flee away. Okay?
The United States expect a recession by sometime, pardon me, I misspoke. Next year. I said this year, nope. Next year.
Salakia. It's gonna happen this year.
Here's another one. JP Morgan Chase's economic monitor is putting the chance of a recession next year at 45%. And by the way, that's up from 20% from when they did the same study last year. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and break this down for you even further. Because this is the kind of stuff that affects all of us. You and me and our kids and our parents and everybody else. This is the news with Rick Sanchez, where we remain committed to the notion that, yep, it's time to do news again.
Now look at this article right here. It's from a couple of, about a week back, where Donald Trump said in a tweet that the U.S. should match China's and Europe's currency manipulation game. China and Europe playing big currency manipulation. Just like he said, with them lowering that interest rate, they're able to manipulate the money, right? It says, and pumping money into the system in order to compete with the USA, Trump said on Twitter. We should match or continue being dummies who sit back and politely watch as other countries continue to play their games they have for many years, right? Now, with this money being manipulated, once again, it's going to cause a cashless society, which is going to cause the RFID microchip to be implemented, right? Now check out this article. This is in Australia. It says Domino tests cashless stores in Australia as the world ditches paper money. Okay? Says cash isn't dead yet, but we're getting close. Domino's in Australia announced that it will trial cashless stores at 5 locations in the country starting today. I think this is on July the 9th, right? About a week ago. Says customers will be able to use credit cards, debit cards, Apple Pay, Android Pay, PayPal, and Domino's Instagift gift cards. But no cash, but cash will no longer be an option for both paying in store and delivery. Okay? With the growth of tap and go payment systems and mobile payment technology, use of cash is slowing. And we're seeing that right across our network. Nick Knight, CEO of Domino's in Australia and New Zealand, said in a press release, right? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Okay? And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night. Who shall worship the beast and his image? And whosoever receiveth the mark of or mark of his name. Okay? This is Revelation chapter 13. In verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he make a fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men, right? That happened with those nuclear bombs, okay? And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Okay? That beast is NATO, the EU. Saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. That's your Rome coming back into power. If you look at America, you know they got the Senate, they got the House, and they have the president. The same setup as ancient Rome. Okay? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should speak, and cause that many as would not worship the image should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Have you seen Elon Musk? They're trying to implement microchips in the brain. I did a video a while back, earlier this week, about how they're putting microchips in Baylor behind people's eyes where they can see. Okay? These are precursors to the mark of the chip. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay? So, trying to give you warning, man. We're supposed to warn the people. righteous and unrighteous, okay? This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. If thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Okay? Again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, okay? That stumbling block is people believing that the mark of the beast is damn a philosophy, man. Christianity. Okay? It says, again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, Yahweh is laying the stumbling block before him. Okay? He shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. And he shall die in his sin. And his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered. But his blood will I require at thine hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, and he doeth not sin, he shall surely live, because because he is warned, and thou hast delivered thy soul. Okay? With that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Much respect and salutations to the brothers out there living the truth. Come back with you another lesson, Lord willing. Till the next time I say Shalom.